This is Kevin B., better known as Skeeter, host of Let's Talk About Adoption Foster Care. Let's get a few logistical things out the way. As you know, I am the author of Living My Shadows Dream to Come True, my very first book that was put out, and also my second book that was put out was Shadows of Emotions, Life After the Dream. Both books can be purchased on my website at www.livingmyshadows.org. All the information is there for you to purchase. And while you're there, take a look at the site. We also provide motivational speaking. Of course, we can't do that now because of the pandemic, but we like to talk to people. If you have any questions, any particular topics, anything that you want me to talk about, or you want to be a co-host / guest or interviewee, whatever you want to call it on the show here, we're more than glad to have you on to talk about our stories. Our stories as being an adoptee and a foster care kid. Everybody's different. But we go through some of the same emotions. And so we want to get the word out. Back in the 60s and 50s, it was frowned upon talking about this. But now we have all these vehicles that we can get on and talk about and let people know that we have issues and we go through certain situations because of choices that were made, and we were just part of the choices. So today's episode will be angry and grateful. Angry and grateful. These are the two different emotions that we adoptees go through, and foster care kids. And the outside element sometimes confuses the both of them. They think that you only can be one and you can't be both. But from my perspective and my experience, you can be angry and you can be grateful at the same time. And I'm talking about adoption. And I'm also talking about foster care, but more or less adoption. A lot of people always wonder, why all of a sudden, all these adoptees are coming out then, and they're talking about all the negative things that they had to endure. And it sounds like they're not grateful. But I'm here to tell you, I'm very grateful. I'm grateful that I'm alive, well, breathing. I'm grateful that a family took me in and gave me a chance to succeed in life. I don't know if I would have had that chance if I'd have stayed in the foster care system. I'm grateful that I have my adopted siblings. They've been so good to me, and never once have they referred to me any other than their brother, their big brother. And I'm truly grateful. Now, there's individuals on the outside, that have referred to me as a person has been adopted and things like that, which talks about the anger. But anyway, I'm trying to just kind of articulate the part about being grateful. I'm very grateful. There was a lot of things that probably would never experience. It wasn't for the family that gave me the chance to experience them different things. I mean, there was a time where I never seen a manicured grass or anything. But I had the opportunity to see that once I got on the other side of the tracks, so to speak. Growing up on one side of the tracks, up to 11, 12 years old, then, going up on the other side of the track and seeing a whole different life was a heck of an experience for me. And I am grateful for that. I am grateful to be opening it up to learning about religion, even though later on in life I ventured out to learn more about different religions, but that was like the fundamental or the foundation of me learning about religion. Because at one time I hated God, yes, that's a whole nother different episode. But I'm very grateful. We adoptees are very grateful for some of us that was able to be put in homes and have a three meals a day, experience Christmas and all these different traditional holidays that we celebrate. At one time, I personally had bad experiences with holidays growing up in my youth. But as I got older and was adopted, I experienced the good part of the holidays. So very grateful of that. However, I'm angry. I'm angry at the system. The system is unfair. First of all, we did not make the choice to come into this world. The choice was made for us. The choice was made for us as far as putting us in a placement, putting us in a house. We didn't have a choice for that. The choice was sometimes we was given the name. Some adoptees were just given the name. They were stripped their real names. The necessity, where they come from, the necessity. I can never have pronounced that word. The ethnic backgrounds, their language, all these different things was taken from them and given something else, not knowing, like as I talked about in prior episodes, not knowing their medical history, not knowing that, if they had heart disease or cancer or whatever. Some people was their culture only strict totally of their culture, which, we're hopefully going to have Amanda on soon. We're supposed to have her on this episode, but, we couldn't get her. So hopefully we get on next episode, but she'll talk about that. I've met a couple of other trans adoptees that was raised, born in one country and raised in another country and looked totally different than the adopted parents and had to go through all kinds of things growing up, and that mental psyche, which a lot of organizations don't take in consideration. The adoption organization has a lot to learn. We adoptees, the ones that have been through, we're it. We tell you, hey, listen, we're grateful. However, you shouldn't strip things from us. There's big business in selling kids, to individuals that can't have babies, which is a whole different topic in itself. However, you to make parents or individuals that can't have kids to satisfy them, you take away from that kid that was born with maybe another nationality, another culture, is sometimes robbed of that. And you have some parents that actually do try to make that step to teach them about their culture and stuff, which is great. However, that doesn't happen all the time. And it should happen. It should be, mandated that should happen, because, when the kid gets older, they go through a lot of mental things. So yes, it is possible to be angry and it's possible to be grateful at the same time. I am grateful, but I am angry with some of the things that go on within the system. I'm angry at the system when foster care, they let you go when you reach a certain age. There should be things in place, when you get, leading up to the time when you get ready to leave. There should be some things in place because the kid had no choice. Whether the parents couldn't have the kid no more, or they died, or they had problems with drugs. There should be things set up where the kid can be successful in life. Because we live in a world that we have a lot of people that like to judge. They judge the way you look, they judge from your background, your social status. That's just the society that we live in. And, we have to prepare these kids a little bit better that come from these type of backgrounds. But that's all I have to say today. Well, we like to keep our show short and sweet. Hopefully, we're going to have our guests slash co-hosts, interviewees, whatever you want to call them. Well, I actually like to call them co-hosts, but we want to have them on the show as soon as possible. This is episode number 5. Uh, Angry and grateful at the same time. Yes, it can happen. We want y'all to just keep in mind, uh, you as an adoptee or you as a person, as a product of the foster care system, you're a strong individual. You're strong. And you can do anything you need to do to become successful. Don't let them tell you can't. With that being said, y'all be good. You have a good weekend, and we be hollering at you. Peace.